From the start of the COVID pandemic, Duke-NUS Medical School turned Singapore into a beacon on the world map with their research, discoveries, and innovations. While COVID blindsided the world with its stealth and speed, the Duke-NUS community rallied, quickly isolating the virus, making them one of the first 3 groups worldwide to achieve this. This unlocked new knowledge and innovations, and turned into an ultra-marathon for scientists and educators at Duke-NUS. As part of Singapore's biomedical community, they contributed to national capacity and knowledge building, working throughout the circuit breaker, the only ones allowed to be on campus, while ensuring that research could continue and medical students could carry on with their studies and graduate on time to contribute on the front lines in the healthcare system. Duke-NUS continued to contribute to the world's understanding of SARS-CoV-2 with novel insights about our immune defenses against severe disease, as well as the evolution of the virus. Despite some vaccine hesitancy among the general public, Singapore became the first Asian country to approve the mRNA vaccine. Yet the long drawn-out fight was taking its toll on people's mental health. With an end in sight, there were still many questions unanswered, including where else coronaviruses lurk. The world needed to move 2 steps ahead of the virus. We strengthened capabilities to prevent, prepare, and respond to the pandemic with less uncomfortable ways of testing for COVID. We continued to adapt to the evolving pandemic, and research continued apace. Singapore took a decisive move towards living with COVID. All of these are a part of our COVID stories, which chronicles Duke-NUS's many contributions to the fight against SARS-CoV-2. The Duke-NUS COVID Stories is not just a timeline of Duke-NUS scientific and scholarly contributions to the fight against COVID, but also tells the stories of the many individuals who have contributed in one way or another. How they turned their ideas, shaped by their unique experiences, into innovations and tools that helped the world emerge from the pandemic. Their personal reflections, successes, failures, and above all, the lessons learned and actions taken will help humanity be better prepared for Disease X. Here's a peek into their stories. No one likes to think about war, but for infectious disease experts, being prepared for Disease X comes with the territory. They were trained to study dangerous viruses to develop tests, vaccines, and treatments. Bringing all his expertise to bear, Wong Lin-Fa rallied his team to create the world's first surrogate virus neutralization test to be authorized by the US FDA. But it wasn't just discoveries that were needed during those uncertain early days of COVID. While they spent long hours decoding the virus's genome, the virus was also a hot topic of conversation at home for Gavin Smith and Yvonne Su, who regularly addressed the latest talks that their children brought home from the classroom. The Viremics team, along with other colleagues at Duke-NUS, stepped out of their comfort zones to stem the tsunami of mis- and disinformation. At the same time, Duke-NUS's education team focused on ensuring that medical students were trained and ready to enter the workforce. Devising new ways of working together became the norm for Antonio Bertoletti's team, who raced to deliver the first insights on the body's T-cell response to a SARS-CoV-2 infection, leading to more studies and a new quick test. The desire to make testing easier and less uncomfortable also fueled the imagination of Duke-NUS clinician innovators and alumni, such as Rina Dharmawan and Danny Tung, who invented automated swabs and more accurate saliva-based ART alternatives. And throughout this ongoing battle, health services scientists modeled the many what-ifs to ensure that the healthcare system had the resources to care for those in need and spot the clouds forming on the horizon as a consequence of the pandemic's manifold effects. This book is our tribute to their ideas and experiences that enabled them to innovate during this time of crisis, fulfilling our vision of transforming medicine and improving lives.